Hey, what's going on, every pony? Matt Scoggins here, or better known as MonoChrome, joined with me today by my trusted associate,
Guardian.
Mr. Burly Man. That's your cue.
Mm-hmm. Who?
I said that was your cue. Introduce yourself.
Oh, hi everybody.
Um, so, just tell us a little bit about yourself, Mr. Burly Man. How
Let's see.
how how long have you been a part of the fandom?
I'd say about 2 or 3 years by now.
2 or 3 years by now.
Mm-hmm.
I know you have like a solid year lead over me.
Really?
Yeah, I've only been apart probably 2 years now.
Interesting.
But yeah, do you have an OC? Well, I know you do, but just
Yeah.
for the people watching.
Yes, he's a royal guard. He has red, like skin,
Fur?
like hair. His mane is orange and brown, kind of like mine. And he has kind of a jagged tail.
You know, I don't ever think
And
I've asked what your OC's backstory is.
yeah. Hmm. Okay, so to keep it simple, he was born into a nice, wealthy family. Went to school, got out, started going to guard training, and now he's a part of the Royal Guard, living his days as a crime fighter. At nights, a chess player.
He's a chess player.
Okay, not a chess player. Sorry. He's definitely a gamer though,
uh,
and
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
he loves to watch hoofball.
The hoofsball.
Hoofball.
Did you ever decide whether or not you were going to change his name, or
Oh yeah, his name's Guardian now.
I personally enjoyed Force Defender, but I guess it's because that's the only thing I've known him as.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I like Guardian better though. A little bit less cliched, unless named after the Air Force.
Well, at least it's more original or creative than my name.
Mm. What? How's Monochrome not creative?
Just colors, I guess, because he's black and white. It's just, oh look, he's black and white. He's monochrome.
Mm.
Bottom boom. But do you have any, like, I don't know, interesting stories?
mm. Well, not really. Business as usual, as
I
men
mean,
at
like,
work would say.
part of the fandom, interesting stories.
Oh,
Like,
forgive me. Mm.
yes, Burley.
Well,
This is a pony
one of my
podcast.
friends was. Okay, so I think the most exciting things that's ever happened to me was one of my friends was I'm sorry, his name was in the credits of a film called A Brony Tale,
I
which
actually
was
watched that the other day. It was pretty good.
yeah. Did you see the name Ian Ballinger?
I can't
Ballinger?
remember. I'll have to go back and see.
Don't worry, I got it on photo. Hmm.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Of
What
course,
was it?
you already know this, but I've never told it over the air. I don't think. Well, I might have. But the
Mm-hmm.
time I met Rena Chan,
Oh
that
yeah.
was that's a classic anecdote.
That's a hilarious story.
Uh, did I tell you about the time I was looking for voice actresses for a project I was doing, and actually got roped into like a audio play session?
Mm-hmm.
I have.
That was also kind of a funny, at the same time, kind of dark story. Ugh.
It was very creepy, very awkward.
Not creepy. I'm saying, it kind of wasn't really in your favor. Because remember what happened afterwards?
Are we talking about the same?
Um, Probably not, because I remember you going to a con in like Houston or something.
Oh no, this is after the con. This is separate.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh, excuse me. Uh, this is the time. What I'm about to tell is the role play story.
Go
It's
ahead.
so I was patrolling through some voice acting forums looking for some talent because I used to do radio plays and
Huh,
stuff like
I
things of
thought
that
you still
nature.
did.
I've slowed down on it. Now that you
Oh,
think about it, I really kind of want to get back into it, but it's like a lot of work.
troublesome. Yeah,
It is pretty troublesome because you have to rely on a whole bunch of
other
different
people.
people and different
I
times
remember
who have
you were working on one. What happened to that one?
dangerous business.
Yeah, actually, not that one. The other one.
Oh, on crap! What was the name of that?
The one I
Brothers of Harmony.
was a part of. It was like, no, not that one.
Oh no.
Pony World or something.
Oh, the Pony World.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm still looking for actresses and actors and stuff like that. I'm actually
Oh,
going to try and do it through Source Filmmaker because I've been looking through maps and
oh, good.
models and stuff of that nature.
my
But
thought,
I'm
my
getting,
thought
huh?
on my character, change him from a pop star
Uh
to
huh.
I don't know, football player.
Like an athlete, star athlete
Yeah,
or
an
something.
athlete. Yeah, because I can't. My voice just doesn't fit a pop star.
You just gotta. That's the acting in it, man. It's the acting. It's, it's,
Okay,
it's the acting. But anyway, getting off topic. So anyway, I found this
go
young
tell
lady.
about the.
I found this young lady. Obviously, not gonna say her name here, but
Hmm.
she told me to add her on Skype and everything. So I got on there. Her
Yep.
character of expertise was actually Fluttershy. And she was one of the ponies I need casted. So I was talking
Wow.
to her, and she goes, "Well, I really get into character by putting myself in a situation and acting how the character would act.
Oh
Just
my.
basically like rudimentary acting practices." She's like,
Hmm.
do you voice any characters?" It's like, "Yeah, I've been known to do pretty good Big Mac or Shining Armor." And she's talking like that. She goes, "Okay, okay." So out of nowhere, she ropes me into this like role play session, and then out of nowhere, I went on with it. I was being a Big Macintosh. She was Fluttershy,
Yeah.
and then out of nowhere, she brings in like the real life her and a real life me, and then her character starts hitting on me. I was like, uh, this is a bad touch. So all of a sudden, I just hung up on her and blocked her off of Skype out of nowhere.
Oh.
She was like, "When I noticed you, I looked to the ground nervously and giggle. My face is flushed red." And I was like, "Oh." She was getting into it too. Like I have to give her like acting
Yeah.
credit. She was actually pretty magnificent.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that's I've sworn off of role plays after that. And then the time I met Rena Chan,
Yeah.
I think I've already told this on another podcast that I did way back when, but I'm not for sure.
Maybe.
But
Go on ahead.
okay, I didn't meet her per se, but we shared an awkward experience, which is probably more than anybody else could say.
Yeah.
So there was I forgot what the name of the con was, but I think Brony Fanfare. That was it. 2013. So me and a friend we drive down to Austin, Texas, actually for this little.
Friend wasn't a brony,
No, my friend was not a Brony.
correct?
You're right. He just went because I needed somebody to drive with because I live eastern Oklahoma. And that's
Yeah.
like an 8-hour drive. So anyway, I take him with me, and he's a backwoods kind of a. I'm not going to say like a redneck, but he wears boots and dips
Oh, so
tobacco a lot. Yeah.
he's basically the farmer type.
hmm He is
That's how my older brother is.
he is an on the farm type of kid. But anyway, as we get there, we missed the opening ceremony, unfortunately. But as we get there, there was a panel that I was looking forward to. It was the voice acting panel, and Rena was actually one of the hosts for the panel. So we get there and we park and everything. We get out of the car, and this is before like I was accustomed to like cosplay and seeing like actual other fans of the show out in the wild.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, it was just I was the only one that I knew and a couple of my friends that I showed. But anyway, after we get out of the car and everything, we I look up the street and I see a Rainbow Dash cosplayer. I was like, oh man, that's pretty cool, man. Then I show him. He's like, oh yeah, whatever. So we go in there and we sit down and everything, and come to find out the Rainbow Dash cosplayer was Rena Chan. I was like, oh my god, that's freaking Rena. He goes, who? I said, the
Mm-hmm.
Pony.mov. That was one of the first things that I showed him. And he's like, oh my god, this really hurt. I was like, yeah, man, that's freaking awesome. So we was geeking out the whole time. And anyway, after the panel, a group had formed around her and everything. People were taking pictures, and she was talking with little kids and everything. And I was standing in the back of the group waiting for people to clear out so we could go back to the main hall.
Yeah.
So I was standing there, and then my friend was behind me on his phone, which was a natural occurrence because he's always on his phone, Snapchat and on Facebook and everything. So I didn't pay any attention to it. But he's abnormally quiet, like up to something kind of quiet. She's Rena's bent down talking to these little kids, probably 7 or 8. And then all of a sudden, from his phone, I hear, Applejack, what are you doing? You can't eat all those fucking apples. People slowly turn, look at me, and then I look at him, and he's got this big, huge grin on his face. But the best part is, his phone hangs up, so that part looped and kept looping, and he wasn't able to shut it off. Oh my god, that was the most embarrassed I think I've ever been in my entire life. And Rena was embarrassed, I could tell. I made a beeline. I didn't care who was in front of me. I was like, just excuse me. And of course he's like, hey man, wait for me.
One in a lifetime chance, and your friend ruined it for you.
It ruined it. Absolutely ruined it. Oh no. Actually, this was when Ponyville Live was doing their whole thing when they were really starting up. I think this might be false information, but I think it's the Brony Fanfare was one of the first cons that they covered, and I'm actually in some of those videos that they shot for their website. But one of the comics there, they had a open mic night there at the end of the night, and I got up and did some stand up. Mm-hmm. And one of the other comics there, he said, man, I'm trying to put together a Brody comedy podcast. He goes, I'd be honored to let you get on there and everything. I was like, all right. So I gave him my email and everything. But I didn't think he was going to email me the very next day, and I never checked my email. So I actually missed a chance to go on live with Ponyville Live and do some stand up. So I regret that even to this day, man. Oh man, but it was fun. It was really fun.
I always check my email, luckily. But I don't really have an interesting voice, so there's no way I could get the voice acting roles.
Well, you never know. You never know unless you just try. But that's probably some of the most interesting things that's happened to me while being a part of the fandom. My phone just went off. I think I got another Skype message. But anyway, what's some of the things that you enjoy doing? I know I've taken up most of the time with my ramblings, but
well, Sometimes I do digital art with some of my friends,
Uh huh.
including you. Like not too long ago, me and Everfree Demon
Uh huh.
created a fusion between our original characters.
I did see that. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, luckily recently I've been able to, improve my techniques,
Mm-hmm.
like shading, darkening up places, and all this other stuff.
All that.
What I need to start doing is making thin lines for the outline
Mm-hmm.
because it would look better.
I wish I hadn't got rid of my tablet because that was
Oh,
the main thing I used to draw with.
no, goodness gracious.
But yeah,
Yeah,
that's that.
definitely don't get rid of text. What did you
No.
use, by the way?
I used a Samsung Galaxy Tab 3
Ooh, nice.
with, I believe it was Autodesk.
Huh.
It was a art program. But since then, I've just been pen and paper kind of drawing.
Yeah,
I really want to get back into voice acting, but there's
that'd be
really
great.
no roles that I can find.
Well, maybe we can maybe we can find Rita Chan. It'd be all like, hey, remember me?
Yeah, I'm the guy that has a really stupid friend. Oh,
With that jerk.
oh, I forgot. I don't know if I've told you this part, but I mentioned that he chews tobacco.
Yeah.
So we was in the main
Yeah.
lobby of the hotel where the con was at, and we sitting around this little, just me and him sitting around this little coffee table, and he has a little styrofoam cup that he was spitting in. He had a piece of paper towel in it to absorb all the ickiness
Oh
and
no.
everything, and he had left it on the table. So me and him went over to the bar to get a couple of Gatorades, and he had left his cup over there on the table. Well, we met someone who was an artist there, and I gave her $5, and she drew me and him as ponies. I actually have that framed up in my room.
Oh goodness.
But as she's
You should
drawing,
show me
he
after we're
goes,
done here.
"Do what?"
You should show me
Oh,
when
I'll
we're
put a
done here.
link in the video for everyone to see. But yeah, as she's drawing, he's like, "Matt, can you run over back to that table and get my cup?" And he said, "I forgot it." I was like, "Yeah, whatever." So I went over there and picked it up. And as I turn around, there's this Rarity cosplayer that has this huge flowing white ball gown, and she turns to
Yeah.
look at me and she smiles. She says, "Hi." And I said, "Hi, how are you?" And the whole time I'm holding this cup of
Uh,
gross, just
did
oh my
she
god.
see it?
Do what?
Did she see it?
I hope she didn't. I was trying my best to hide it from her because oh my god, she was really pretty. I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah.
say that right now. She was radiant.
You should definitely start going to those cons then.
Oh man, it was a blast. I really want to go and cosplay, but
Yeah.
unfortunately they stopped that con last year. There's no more gonna be.
What?
Yeah.
Maybe we can go to Midwest Brony Fest sometime.
Where's that at?
Kansas City.
Oh,
I think it's on the Missouri side.
we might have to plan a road trip. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Road trip.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh man. Shoot, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, you're kind of a Zelda aficionado, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Not an aficionado. I'm obsessed with it. I live
Oh.
it. I breathe it. I even want to grow my beard like Ganondorf, even
That's-
though not very good at drawing or growing beards.
I unfortunately am, but I shaved mine, so I look like 12.
You actually look pretty good without it. Though,
I wouldn't go there.
though you'd
I hate
probably
it.
should grow it back.
I'm absolutely growing it back.
Yeah. You know who else is growing great beards?
Who?
My mom!
Yeah. Oh man. Well, Burley Chan, I believe that is all the time we have for today. But
Oh.
if you want to hear more of my illustrious voice, tune in next week. Same pony time, same pony channel. Bye.